Congratulations to everyone who has profited from our XRP coverage here at the channel. XRP chose to take the most bullish path that we charted last week. Now, whether you love or despise XRP, if you believe in crypto, then you must show some love and respect for the fight that Ripple Labs has been championing against Gary Gensler and his bankster agenda. Ripple Labs, I salute you. According to KuCoin statistics, XRP is the top traded coin right now. 57.3% of whales are buying right now. 51.4% of the pros are buying right now. Literally tens, if not hundreds of millions of XRP are being gobbled up every minute right now. Go check it out. The big question for me though is, should we be buying it right now too? Currently, XRP is showing signs of an early parabolic price movement, which is the holy grail of price patterns. So we need to take a deep dive into XRP today and weigh the potential for further upside amidst the failing economic outlook and asset sell-offs that are tanking almost every market right now. So today we're going to work our way down the chart from the monthly time frame down to the 4-hour to give you the ammo that you need to develop a winning strategy to play this astounding hand that we've been dealt. As always, timestamps are available below, especially for those of you who like and subscribe and comment down below. Road Dog Crypto. Welcome back to Road Dog Crypto. My name is Lane, your resident crypto chartist, and today we are doing a deep dive market watch on XRP. And this information should be valid for the most part of October 2022. All right, here we go. We're on the monthly chart. Got our trend lines drawn right here. We're breaking out of this falling wedge identified on the monthly. Have a wick going up and doing kind of a retest on the area right here. Also want to point out that volume has been declining, which is a good thing. When price is declining and volume is declining at the same time, that is a bullish thing. The other thing that you want to look out for is the volume of the breakout. So we should be seeing a bigger spike right here on this monthly candle as this breaks out. Okay, I've got the Bollinger Band turned on here, and I want to point out the ranges here. We've got the bottom band coming in just around 18-19 cents. The top of the band is coming in at about $1.32. Being on the monthly time frame, it does not necessarily have to come down and touch this bottom one, but these are the ranges that we're seeing that are very probable to happen over the next few months with XRP, with our median being right here at 74 cents as a possible target. Next thing I'm doing is turning on the VRVP, that's the Visual Range Volume Profile. We're just going to mark some of these nodes, these areas that stick out here, because those are possible resistance points in the future. So let me just label those real quickly. Those are areas that we can expect on the monthly chart to find some strong resistance on this coin. When the price is heads up there, we'll probably go stagnant or possibly reverse from those areas. Now currently, see, we do have this node that we bounced off of at 31.5 cents. That seems to be holding very well as support. All right, there we go. I got them all beautified for us, all marked out in purple here for monthly resistance. That'll help us as we go to the lower time frames. Now currently on Market Cipher on the monthly, we are getting ready for that green dot. I would say over the next week, next 2 weeks, there should be a green dot printing there. And if we get another one down here, that's just so much better. So keep an eye on that. We do have money flow that is easing up. And when that crosses over, that's when the green dot will print. You notice that we got our stochastics down here at 5, extremely low. They're bouncing off, getting ready to come up. It's looking very positive on the monthly for XRP. Does that mean sunshine and rainbows? Not necessarily. Okay, so don't get too carried away yet. RSI on the monthly is also looking very interesting. We've got a trend line here that is broken out of, and RSI is coming in right at 43 right now, which is in the bearish zone, but we're edging up. We're moving toward that bullish zone. Once it hits above 50, oh, it's a go. And I'm not sure if all of you know, but you can also chart your indicators right here. It is in a rising wedge, 68% chance that breaks up, remember? Now there's no signs of divergences that I'm seeing at the moment on the monthly. It's not showing signs of an intense aggressive move on the monthly yet. And if we take a look at the MACD here, we see the histogram is starting to turn up. We're starting to get some lighter bars here, getting a little turn on the averages here. When those actually do make a cross, and when this actually breaks above the 0 line, extremely bullish. But the first signs of bullish activity are happening right now. So to summarize the monthly is actually looking bullish, especially with this breakout. Now this needs to confirm a monthly candle outside of this line to be valid for the monthly chart. Very important to keep that in mind. And here we are on the weekly chart. So let's go through those same steps here. And we can see with the VRVP that those nodes are holding strong, and they are still respecting the marks that we made from the monthly on that. What I want to draw your attention to as far as the candle goes is this big long wick showing a lot of sell pressure. A lot of people were taking profits here. I did take some profits too into Bitcoin. and I'm also accumulating some back in, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Well, exciting news on the weekly. We just confirmed our breakout on the weekly. We just now printed our new weekly candle right here. It's confirmed. We're in a breakout. XRP is on its way up. Now we can actually look at targets with measured moves. But before we get all excited with that, let's take a look at a few things that are important. We got volume coming down on a falling wedge. That's what you want to see. And then we got this big volume spike at the breakup. That confirms this breakout is being valid. This has actually happened, y'all. We have got an official breakout of XRP to the upside in the midst of all the down action in the overall market. That's hella bullish. But what do the other indicators say? MACD is looking bullish. Histogram is up on the upside. We've already had our bearish confirmation here on the 18th, and we are headed up on XRP. Things are looking good as far as the MACD goes. Now let me point this out. See this line right here going up? And we'll notice that our lines from the candle closes are going down. We'll bring up our bow tie divergence chart right here. It's an easy way to remember how divergences work. We got the bow tie shape right here for the underside, right? The ones on this side pertain to taking measures from the bottom. Bullish divergence on the weekly for XRP. That's astounding. Great sign, we're headed up. Still got our breakout. Our levels are coming in at 53. That's in bullish territory. We're in very good shape right now. One thing to be cautious of, though, is that our stochastic RSI is about maxed out here at 100, okay? It's got to cool off. So we may see some sideways action as this kind of cools off a little bit. But overall, money flow is starting to edge up. We've got our green dots here, got a double green dot on Market Cipher on the weekly. That's very huge. That's not happened ever on this chart. We've had the smaller ones. Those are great, but this is the huge one, signaling a sign up. But keep in mind with the stochastics here, these can get pinned at the top and stay up here. This is an example over here where we got pinned up for a few weeks. May see that happen here, but they've got to start coming down to reset. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that price has to fall with it. It can kind of stay in a pinned area trading sideways while this resets. It's telling me that we're just not going to just continue going straight up. We're going to have some sideways movement as this market kind of adjusts and figures out what's going on. But that's a good sign. That can give us the opportunities to get back in and build our positions from some better points. On the weekly, we see the VWAP up here. Now, it looks like it may be starting to top out, and this may be the sign of some downward action coming over the next week with XRP. And again, not terrible news, but things can't keep going up forever. In order to stay a healthy movement, we've got to have some give and take. It's got to go up, it's got to come back, and then take another leg up. And that's what I'm expecting to see play out over the next week or two. One other thing I want to look at on the weekly is the Bollinger Bands, and you can see how they squeeze together here. It's a great tutorial moment for the Bollinger Band. When they squeeze together like that, that means that a big action is getting ready to come. Price is just squeezed together and it's getting ready to explode, and it exploded to the upside, breaking above that high Bollinger Band, which is coming in at about 45 cents. Great news, right? All right, guys, so join me really quickly here on the 3-day chart. I just want to point out the Ichimoku cloud and show you how that's working out. This is how this typically happens with Ichimoku. When we get a good breakout, when things are starting to go on the upside, it will go up through a thick part of this cloud, fight its way up there, and then what you'll see is some green start printing here, and that green will start traveling up. Now, price action goes above the red cloud, kind of retest a little bit, but it stays above the green until the green gets really thick, and then those are the areas that it comes back down and breaks through. Good news, we are heading up through the red cloud. Okay, now we're getting just a little bit closer to home here. We're on the daily chart. Now, I want to point this out. We've got the red dot on Market Cipher, which is pointing toward the downside. Stochastics are also moving toward the downside. Money flow is still up, so this may not be as bad. Usually when the money flow is up and these things start coming down, they don't come all the way down and complete these lower waves usually, unless money flow also goes into the red. Then that will be starting to look a little bearish. What we can see, money flow is still up. VWAP is coming down. We can expect that to curve around and go back up to the upside. Probably a green dot to be printing over the first week of October on the dailies. My guess. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But overall, we can expect things to go a little sideways as this catches up. Now, here's something very important that I need to point out that's going on the daily. RSI levels right here. From this peak to where we are now, if we apply that to the RSI, that is going upward. Price action is coming downward. If we go over to our divergence cheat sheet right here, we can see that if price is coming downward and the indicator is going upward, we're at the hidden diamond, hidden bearish divergence right here. Now, overall, this means that price action is going to keep going in the same direction, but we can expect a pullback before it continues up. That's what the daily's saying. So this next week, as the market kicks back in, sideways or down, most likely. Which now leads us to the 4-hour chart, which is a little bit more immediate for us to kind of get a feel for what's going on over these next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, right? Now, indicators are on the decline. We got the red dot on market cipher. However, we still do have a lot of money flow coming in, so I don't expect it to be that bad.
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
So the 4-hour showing us more than likely will go sideways, a little downward action. But what I want to point out on the 4-hour is this parabolic setup that we're currently in, because this is huge. Parabolic movement usually has about 5 stages. The one that you really want to take advantage of is the third. Now, looking at this, it looks like we are at the end of stage 2. And what should happen is that we trade sideways, we'll get another boost up, form another step right here. This should be our stage 3, somewhere in the area about 60 cents. Now, after this one flags out, this should be the biggest move that we would see out of XRP. This is your best chance to double your gains. It will probably take us to this mark about $1.08. and start flagging again or get rejected at that point. These are the areas that you probably want to set to take profit. You might want to leave a little bit in case it does break out and goes up a little bit higher. That's possible too. But this area right around $1, $1.08, definitely consider taking some profits there, because after the parabolic move is over, we're going to take some downside just to kind of recover a little bit. All right, so right now I'm going to flip back to the daily chart just because it makes it a little bit easier for me to draw out the price targets using the measure moves. Let me go ahead and get those set up. Okay, our standard measure move going from the top of the pattern to the bottom, put that at the breakout. Let's go ahead and mark that. That brings us in at $1.75. Now we also have a more refined move of 62% of that price movement, which is what's suggested by Thomas Bukowski. And let's go ahead and mark that one. That one will bring us in at $1.25. So there are 2 price targets to look at based on the pattern itself. Another option that we have for price targets is our Fibonacci, and I'll go ahead and set that one up for you right now. With the Fibonacci, we added 3 more trend lines here. Got the 0.618 as a possible reversal area here at $1.46. Have a $2.36 as a possible long-term target for a new high if the price action breaks up past its current top at $2. And again, a long-term target at the 1.618 where it should eventually go to if everything goes in our favor at $2.85. Time-wise, have not a clue, but these are viable targets that are in play for our current price action with XRP over time. Now, if this parabolic structure holds and this pattern actually plays out, this is kind of the price action that we'd be looking at. So we'd be coming up here to about 60 cents, forming a flag there, jumping up. This could be possibly our biggest move or possibly the next one, but we could be coming up to as high as $1.08, maybe somewhere in between there, about $1, flagging out, then possibly coming up to our target here at $1.25. So somewhere between $1.08, $1.25 are some targets to look for this parabolic move. Now let me show you some warning signs of when it's time to get out of a parabolic move. As you follow a parabola, you will have trend lines and they will start curving upwards. So we'll take these trend lines and make them our lines in the sand. And then as they angle up, we're going to keep tracking those. This is a trend line that I'm drawing my line in the sand at the moment. Now, if price comes down below this area, then that's when I want to consider taking profits, maybe staying out for a little while. It would be breaking down into this Ichimoku cloud, and if it does that, that's not a good sign. So our line in the sand is this trend line for the moment. So if price does what we expect to do with parabola, it should respect a newer trend line, come on up, flag, for taking off again. And if it does that, that's the line we want to look at. The newer line. If it cuts below that, take your profits, get out, because once it breaks these lines, the move's over. But this is the one that we'll be expecting the biggest move from right here. And it should form a new trend line too. And in most cases, this is the one that may eventually be broken. So I will keep posting on XRP and following this pattern as it plays out, whether it breaks or not, just to keep you guys in the loop. But this could be a great opportunity for XRP at the moment. So over the next weeks, over the next months, really, these are the areas that we expect some resistance. Expect some resistance around 60 cents, expect some right around 74, 75 cents, expect some at 83 cents, $1.08, and of course $1.25. One more target above that would be the 618, and that is kind of the magnet where price action tends to go to, trying to figure out if it's going to break above it or get rejected, $1.46. Now this could be on into next year for all I know. But I'll tell you this, seeing this little patch of green right here coming in on the Ichimoku, that little patch of green and this big line, that gives me a lot of confidence in this. We've also got our EMAs crossing over here. Now, one to watch out for is when this white line right here, this 200 EMA crosses this yellow, especially on a bigger time frame like the 12-hour, definitely a go. And of course, that had already happened back on the 19th here on the 4-hour. If you guys have caught that, that was the buy signal right there to get in on this deal. You are in really good profit right now, so congratulations to you guys. Now, we've just established some price targets, but there will be pullbacks. It's got to have pullbacks to be healthy. So for those of you that are not in and wanting to get in, that's what we're going to discuss now, some target areas where you can actually get in at some good prices during a pullback. Because these are the targets that I'm going to be adding to my positions. And these are also some targets that I'll be looking for to get in on some long trades. So the first thing that we need to do to identify that is to go back to the patterns in which it is broken out, because those elements are still in play here. Remember, we had an opening broadening formation that was going on here, which had a 55% chance to break to the upside, which it did. The scenarios that we marked out was that it would come to the top and possibly retest and come back down. It didn't do that. That's extremely bullish, and that's really got me excited and got my ears perked up for this, because we came up and now we should come down and retest this trend line here. So a good entry position on this coin is going to be at 46 cents. All right, so I'm going to mark 46,115 as my target to actually take a long or to build my position and get back in. The other target we want to look at is this. If it does break down from this one, there is another one, because there was another pattern involved with here, which was basically a descending triangle. If it does break below the 46 zone, we can expect it to come back and test this trend line right around 36 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that as a possible entry. So to recap, 46 cents and 36 cents are some good zones to buy from. We're also going to pull a Fibonacci here, and we got a retracement level that it could come back at right at 41 cents. So let me go ahead and mark that 618 fib zone. Are 3 areas for pullback to get back into this coin. Either go sideways or have a pullback, but we don't want to break that parabola. If we see it doing that, that's going to be a different thing. So if we still respect our trend lines here, probably 41 cents could be iffy. That's kind of breaking the parabolic structure. More than likely, we're looking at 46 cents as being our best entry. And again, we'll put that trend line there and it can wick down and get that 46. So that's where I'm going to be putting in some buy orders to get this. With the structure it's taken now, I'm not as confident that we're going to make it down to the 36 or 41 cent areas. However, if we do, those are some areas to consider, but we would need to take a closer look at the charts, because that could break the parabolic structure and we'd be doing a different animal. Now, my personal accounts, I am actually accumulating XRP. And what I'm showing you now is our Road Dog Crypto channel account that we've got set up for the channel. And you can see that I purchased XRP a little while back and I'm holding it. And actually what I plan to do on this, since I got in at such a good price, I'm removing this and putting this on my ledger and taking this off of the Road Dog Crypto channel for myself, and I'll just put the money dollars back into here. And I'll probably show some more trade setups with XRP that I'm actually going to do here on the channel. But for right now, I'm accumulating, baby. XRP looks like it's getting ready to do a moonshot. There's no guarantees of that. Let's just do one more quick look at that on the shorter time frame here at the 4-hour. If you see what's going on, we are actually printing a flag right here. Now, it's more of a symmetrical triangle type thing, which, you know, those are known for just going sideways. But there's a measured move from this too. We take it down to the bottom here and we put it at a breakout point. Should break out here, adjust it when it does. But there is a target here, and let me go ahead and add that one at 65 cents. Okay, so that's also a measured move target we want to mark. I apologize for not getting that out there. There is so much that I want to tell on these videos. I just don't have time to do it. And then when I get through the video, I'm always hitting myself. Oh, I wish I'd said that. I think I've pretty much covered most of the things that you need to know just to get a grip on XRP. But I do see this. This is very bullish right here. Ichimoku looks good. I'm for this. You have to decide for yourself what's good for you and what you want to do with your strategy. But today I presented the bullish case that I see playing out for XRP in the midst of this very bearish scenario where everything else is just scared to death. There's some things going on afoot, some things going on behind the scenes. Again, I just want to thank Ripple for fighting this battle with the SEC, and all that corruption there is just trying to kill crypto. They're trying to come after us, but they're too late. Until next time, my name is Lane, your crypto road dog. wishing you the best in trading this coin and whatever trades that you get into. For you guys that need help trying to figure this stuff out, the Chart School playlist here at this channel will show you how to do everything that I've just done today. Until next time, be blessed and remember, you got this, baby.
Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there. And adding to it every week. So if you want to be profitable, right there you can go. And it's all for a like and a subscribe till you get all the answers you need over at the Road Dog. Happy trading, y'all.